What's going on, everybody? My name is Hella Skeleton, and welcome to a little thing I like to call a discussion. So I wanted to discuss, make sure everything's good. Yeah, okay. I wanted to discuss awakened abilities and my opinion on them, and how they're implemented in the contest right now, and how what I would like to see them. So first, my opinion. I like awakened abilities. I like the idea of getting rewarded for duping your character. There are games that don't do that, so it's nice. But when the awakened ability is all the character has, is unfortunate. And that brings us to the topic of how they're implemented in the game. So how they're implemented in the game is basically you spin a crystal. If you get one character and then you get him again or her, you will get a ability besides what its main abilities are. And this is good. But sometimes you come with characters like Cosmic Ghost Rider where their awakened ability isn't needed, but is very helpful and adds some utility, or Ghosts that is sort of needed, that adds to her damage potential and stuff like that. And then you come to someone like Star-Lord, where their awakened ability makes them amazing, but that's all they have. Their main kit isn't that impressive, and they can't really emit someone, even when they have a ramped combo, to Aegon, Cosmic Ghost Rider, stuff like that, as you slowly put it out and stuff like that. And I don't like that factor. And don't get me wrong, Star-Lord was made when the game was pretty new. I think he's one of the original characters of, I think. But the thing is, I really wish, we would stray away from this idea that the signature ability is what makes them good. With the new character, Silver Centurion, that's the same deal, where he needs his awakened ability to deal decent amount of damage, to add some utility and stuff like that. And that's super annoying because he's a new champion and not everybody's going to get to dupe him. Not everybody's going to get to play him. And even in the future, it's like 5 stars for beginner players there's so many good 5 stars. Why are you going to level up one that you need to put 200 SIGs? That's kind of why I don't like Mega Red right now, is because mine's low SIG, so he's not dealing max potential. Well, he's at 153, so he's a little higher than normal. But we have to feed those SIGs into those kind of champions, because I want champions to deal, Ghost. Her awakened ability is very good. It really does help her damage potential. And in a lot of ways it's needed. But also in a lot of ways it's not. So I just wish we would implement it where abilities, signature abilities are things that benefits the champion only. It may add new abilities or something like that, but it adds utility and stuff. But it just, the damage and main utility I want to be in the main kit. Sometimes you have to balance it out if the character deals so much damage, putting the utility in the signature ability, and I get that. No, that thing I understand. And I like awakened abilities. I like the idea of it. I like how Kavam mostly puts it, but sometimes I wonder if there's a better way to do it. And when we come to champion buffs, I talked about my ideas for Thor, Jane Foster, Miss Marvel, and stuff like that. But awakened abilities, I just want a better implementation. And look at the difference between these two. Star-Lord is one of the original damage dealers. He's not really anymore. No one really uses him. But then you come to Cosmic Ghost Rider, who is amazing at dealing damage. Like, he's dealing max Abyss damage almost every hit once he's got that fury, cruelty, and precision up, which is all possible. And there's just so much I wish was implemented in newer Champions kit. Take Psycho Man, like not even just talking about his signature ability. I love the character, and I'm a big fan of mainly utility, not so much damage, because I think they can be used in endgame content. But I do admit they have their limitations, and they can't really do much if that utility isn't towards the content you want to do. But he is so weak on base damage. They input so much utility in him, but they skimped on the damage, and the signature ability didn't give them anything. And I think that was the problem with Psycho Man. I think he would be a great character if his damage was even just good. It was just so bad. And he had damage. He had damage potential, but he didn't have actual damage. You know, he didn't have Abyss level damage, Cosmic Ghost Rider level damage, even a Star Lord level damage. He didn't have a way to increase that damage other than the Furies, which didn't really add much. So I just hope Kabam, when they're making new characters, look at that signature ability. And I think they did a really good job with Angela. Just the problem is Angela is wanted for that signature ability now. So it's not like we strayed away from it. That signature ability is literally all what everybody wants from her, because she's basically immune to everything. And that's just my problem, because I love Angela, but it's like, as a 6-star, I don't even have a 5-star. A 6-star is going to be super hard to get leveled up. So, big example of this is Aegon. While you can do Labyrinth or Abyss with a rank 5 signature 1 Aegon, you want a signature 200 because that speeds up fights and stuff, because in Abyss, the goal of Abyss is to complete it, and sometimes completing it the fastest with the best characters you have is the way to do it. And sometimes I feel like we stray away from that path. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and a great night. Good night.